So I had a profound moment of clarity yesterday, this soul life-wrenching moment of everything just made sense. And I was floating high on this utopia for exactly 1 hour. And then everything kind of went back to usual. You know, sitting around surfing YouTube looking for story ideas to steal, just completely overwhelmed. So, I have questions. Did I actually find the meaning of life yesterday out there on that deserted beach? And if so, the most important question I have is, if it was so life-changing, altering, and wondrous and great, why the hell did I have such a visceral, emotional, and physical reaction and just shut down so I wouldn't have to deal with it? Okay, so where am I and where does this tale begin? Where I'm in California, on the far western part, the part that pushes way out west into the ocean, in a place called Hamala Beach. There is nothing here. Let me show you. You can go all the way that way, and you can go all the way that way, and there is not a soul, a human. There's nothing around here. So we're in this kind of an RV park. Actually, the only thing out here is an RV park. You got to go over 2 mountain passes, and it takes like 20 miles of nothing to get to all of this nothingness. Anyway, I wanted to go for a walk around sunset last night. I just wanted to see what I could see, to relax, to take in the beauty of California. And all of a sudden, my brain stopped. Now, you know me, normally my brain's going 5,000 miles a minute. It just frickin' stopped. I gotta find a place out of the wind and surf noise to talk to you, because this is important. Now, I don't think this is gonna be easy. Hang on a second. Well, that looks completely safe. Why not? Assuming this doesn't fall down on top of my head and give me the big squish, at which point you won't actually see this video. So there I was standing in this perfect silence between my ears, something which I really don't know how to experience. And all of a sudden I realized just how small and insignificant I was, just how tiny, how much I didn't matter. There was a huge freedom in that. I mean, normally my brain is going 1,000 miles a minute. The entire trip I was going down there, I'm thinking, well, how much diesel do we need to get? Can we make it to the next town? Do we have anything booked? Yes, that, blah, blah, yada, yada. It's constant screaming and noise in my head. So when all of a sudden it got really quiet, I realized that everything I had been thinking about doesn't matter. In the greater scheme of things, I'm nothing. I'm a fly, I'm a pimple. I'm not even all of that. And I felt good. So I was sitting there looking at all of this scree, all of these rocks that have been falling down this mountain for hundreds of years, thousands of years. And I'm thinking, my little 70, 80 years of life, what does it compare? This is huge. This is not. Okay, I realize I'm painting a rather bleak and miserable picture right here, but it is not. It was so far from it. It was liberating. It was like shackles were thrown off of my body. All of the responsibilities, all of the cares, all of the anxiety that I normally carry around with me, it didn't matter. I just had to be a part of nature and just let life go on. Now, there was this one moment. Let me see if I can get out of here without whacking my head. Or even being able to stand up on my own. There was this one moment where the rocks were singing, and I literally mean that. Millions and millions of rocks were just singing in the surf. Now, I was having such a, oh, I'm in the moment kind of moment last night. It was the only time I took my phone out. So let me just show you a little bit about what I heard, because I sat there for a good 20 minutes listening to this song. So, as I got back to the bus last night, the feeling was still just deep within me. I was radiating, I was happy, and the run really didn't have anything to do with it. But about an hour later, I had a reaction. Give me a second, because I got to tell you all about it, and I also want to tell you about how I'm feeling right now, because I don't know that I'm feeling it still. That is a very good question. According to this highly informative plaque, depending on which direction the wind is blowing, you may be smelling something unpleasant. The odor has been compared to rotten eggs, and yes, I can tell you, definitely rotten eggs. The spring water that you see, spring water? That's spring water? I drink spring water. I think I would come up with a better name for that. Let's see, reading. Oh, the white sediment that you see are called seep. Ew, I don't want to hang around rotten egg seepage. So I came back to the bus, feeling all giddy, all happy. I couldn't wait to make a video. I wanted to tell you guys all about what I had found, what I had discovered. But within about an hour, it had all faded. It had all gone away. And what replaced it was this feeling of dread, anxiety, even a little bit of nausea. And I realized that it was just too much. It was too big. I couldn't absorb it last night, and it didn't stay with me, very sadly. But what I decided was that I'm going to go back out on the beach tonight, and I'm going to go out and see if I can feel the same thing, see if I can recreate that moment. Now, so far today, I'll be honest with you, I haven't, but I'm going to go out tonight on the same time when the sun is just sitting in the right spot where it's nice and quiet. Maybe I'll have a little rum. We're going to see. Well, we're going to see what we see. You know, normally when I make these videos, I know how they're going to end. That's not a big surprise. It's a basic story arc. You got your setup, your conflict, your resolution. Well, today, I don't have a clue. I don't know how this video is going to end when I started it. Truth be told, I don't know now. So I walked about 2 miles up the beach, the same beach that I walked up last night, the same 2 miles, and I'm back to where the rocks are singing. And while it sounds really cool, I don't know that I feel the same thing that I did last night. Really don't. I think the problem is the noise, the ever-present noise that rages between my eardrums. I've been walking up this beach just thinking about what am I going to tell them on camera? Do I have a tale worthy of intrigue, or am I going to disappoint them? Well, with all that chattering and nattering, no, there's no time to actually hear what's around me. So, am I going to hear the sounds of nature today? Am I going to hear those wonderful words of wisdom which brought me so much enlightenment last night? No, I don't think so. I don't think I'm going to hear it tonight. But I'm not going to hear it by talking to you, and with all due apologies, and please pardon the interruption, but I'm going to go sit on a rock and try. Maybe not tonight, maybe tomorrow night, but one day I will hear what's important again. And this time I'm going to listen. Thanks for watching.